So this morning I was in a live stream. I do these Q&A live streams where people can call in and I try to keep it at 30 minutes so people will watch it afterwards if they weren't able to catch it live. It said something that needs reiterating. And that is that if you're trying to make if you were the type of person trying to make Trump sound like he's actually supporting Ukraine, your job is getting increasingly more difficult. And that is because, like, Trump's statements in the last few days have been showing that he doesn't actually want to do anything. The most critical of these is where he was saying in a tweet that, as soon as Europe is ready to sanction and Europe gets off 100% off the oil, then we're ready to do it 100%. That was trading time, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. I was trading that back for putting the burden, shifting the burden to the Europeans when he knows full well that nothing is actually going to happen with that. So, but the point here is that doesn't seem like he at all wants to do anything to actually meaningfully support Ukraine. I've given you my zigzag theory. He zigged about 5% and was zigged about 95% toward Russia and zagged about maybe 5%. It's not been meaningful for whatever reason. He wants to keep that relationship with Putin, and that he really, really values that. Now, with all that being said, and I know some of you charge me with, well, you're just defending, you're just sane washing him. I'm not. I'm trying to call it like I see it. That's why I'm making this particular video saying, trying to, if somebody is trying to do this, and I'm not, if somebody's trying to, mold what Trump is doing into actually supporting Ukraine, it's getting increasingly more difficult. Now, when I say that, I also say this. It's not the same for the American people who, as a majority, are supporting Ukraine, or even Republicans whose support for Ukraine has gone up, or even Republican congressmen whose report has gone up. Now, the Speaker of the House said he's not doing anything without Trump, but in the Senate, they're actually thinking of trying to move a support sanctions bill against Russia into the continuing resolution, which means the budget bill, and that might actually get some kind of traction. So there is some hope, but if your hope's in Trump, I wouldn't count on that. All right, tell me what you think about what you saw here. I'm putting that out because I think it needs to be resaid. Just putting your hopes in Trump to do the right thing here on Ukraine seems like a fool's errand. Tell me what you think about that in the comments below. Thank you for your time, the likes, the shares, and the subscribe. Thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.